Hey, what's going on everybody? Ryan Huggins here, and in this video we are going to be reviewing the Keurig K Mini Plus. Alright, hey everybody, Ryan Huggins here. You can check me out at www.winwithryan.com, and this is going to be our review today. So this is the Keurig K Mini Plus. And this unit we've actually owned for quite some time now, so I feel confident in doing a review. I believe we've owned it for almost 6 months, possibly even longer than that. The machine has actually done really well for us for a long time. It is starting to fade away on the quality of production and also the consistency of production. So what is really cool, this does have its own detachable water container base here. It does also have a graduated system here, so you can actually see that it tells you how many ounces are in there, so that way you know if you're putting in a cup in there or whatever the case may be. This right here is where you're going to open it up to activate it, and then you just take it out and throw away your used K-cups as far as that goes. Now what's really cool is we do also use this for tea, so you'll just remove the K-cup and place your cup underneath it, pour the water in the back, run through the system, and then you have hot water. There will be a tiny little bit of residual color in the water from, like if you ran just a plain water through, you could do that as well. There is a little coffee residue that does come off in the actual cup, but that's not really a big deal. You're not getting like caffeinated or anything like that. On the top of the unit, you will have the actual, on the top of the unit, you have your power button, you have your start button, and you have your strong button. So to show you how this works is you'll actually open up your machine and you'll place a K-cup in. Now with this demonstration, I'm actually going to use it as a tea demonstration, so we won't do that, but we do have some Starbucks K-cups. You can also get these. I'll have a link in the description for you in the bottom. We are doing the flavored ones. You got cinnamon, vanilla, and all of that good stuff, graham cracker, and so on. But what you would do is you'd place your K-cup in there. I have found on this specific unit, when you put the K-cup in there, to press down so that the bottom gets punctured before closing the top, and it helps a lot with actually closing the top, because sometimes if you put this in there and you try to close it without pressing the bottom in first, it'll actually fight you a little bit. So now we've got this set up, right? So this is in the stage that it's ready to go. It's plugged into the wall. You've got your water receiver open here. You've got your K-cup receiver open here. You do actually have to open the K-cup receiver even if you're only cooking water for tea. It is required. It's kind of like the switch in the actual system to let it know that you want it to work. Down here at the bottom, it does have a removable thing here. This is removable so that way you can catch any coffee that may spill over the side of your cup if you put too much water in. Or if you're like me, I have forgot to place my cup in here numerous times, and unfortunately, I've put enough water in there where it actually overflowed and I made a huge freaking mess in the kitchen, but it is what it is. So I've learned now to never push start unless there's a cup under there. So be careful with that as far as that goes. But this does catch nearly every single ounce of water that would be in here. So very rarely do you have a mistake, but I guess I just overfilled it that time. So what you'll do, once you've got it plugged into the wall, you got your water compartment open. I've got some water here, and you can pour your water in. You can do 6 ounces, 8 ounces, 10 ounces. I go to the max level for a full cup. It's 12 ounces. And you, like I said, the graduated lines, you just follow the lines, and then you'll know that it's full, and then you close the water. Okay, so that's all taken care of. Now you'll want to place your cup so that way you don't forget. And then at this point, you would place your K-cup in there and you would close it down. Now the one that I had been using, I'll go ahead and put it in there just so you can kind of see. You put it in there and you close it. Okay, then there's the big giant button on top with the K. That's the start button. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull that one out, and we're going to close it. So now it is ready to activate. So you can hit strong, the button, if you want it for stronger coffee. Again, we're just cooking water for tea, so we're going to go ahead and hit the start button. and you'll notice that it sucks the water down. Now, notoriously, this Keurig K Mini is known to malfunction. I've looked up on YouTube how to fix it. No one can really figure that out. But what'll happen is when you start the water to go down, as you can see here, this is actually working perfect. So we'll let this finish here for a second. And what that's done is that's sucked the water in, and it's gonna actually start to heat your water internally, okay? So what'll happen sometimes, you hit the start button, it'll suck like 2 ounces, and then it just stops. What you'll do is you'll open the top, and then you'll close it again, and you'll hit start again. And you have to do that 5 times. So you open, close, start, open, close, start, open, close, start, and then that'll finish sucking all the water out. And you open and close it one more time, the 6th time, press start, and then it'll actually cook your coffee. The only problem is when it does it that way, it does malfunction, it goes through that system, the water doesn't come out hot. So if you like your coffee or tea like piping hot, it's not going to be hot. It's going to be lukewarm. So it's actually kind of nice for the first cup of coffee if you're waking up, because you got your lukewarm, you can kind of chug it back, you know, really get that caffeine kicking in and getting your day going. And then your second cup, you can have a nice smoking hot coffee as far as that goes. But that is a known thing. We've looked it up on YouTube. There is no real fix for that or anything like that. So right now you can actually hear the machine. The water's boiling is what it sounds like. And then once it's done getting to its optimal temperature, which it has on the internal piece, it will start to actually spit the water out, which we'll see here in just a moment. So this video is only going to be about 10 minutes long. The actual start of the cooking process, I think it only takes like 4 minutes to have a cup of coffee just like that. And like I said, what's cool about this is you don't have to brew a whole pot, you know? I used to have the pot, and then I would brew a whole pot, and I was like really excited about drinking coffee, but then I was late to something, or I didn't drink enough, and I'm wasting all this coffee. This allows you to drink 1 cup at a time, and you get to really enjoy the coffee on your own time. You're not gonna cook, you know, sometimes when you have the kettle in there, it'll cook your coffee, it gets really, really hot, it tastes bad because it's been sitting too long, all those things. This kind of alleviates that problem. The only issue with that being, taking that consideration, is this sometimes will make your water too hot, and when it does run through the coffee can taste burnt. And that was one of the other things that I found with this specific unit as far as that goes. However, the simplicity, the usability, even the size of this thing, how like it's the K Mini, and it is pretty mini. It fits anywhere, which is fantastic. I still love this one. I use it every day for tea at night, and I use it for coffee in the morning. We did just get a new Keurig, which I will have a video on that one. You can check that out here, or actually in the link in the description is where you'll be able to find it. As far as that goes, the Keurig K Mini has been fantastic. Now I've got some hot water here, and as you can see, this one is actually steaming. Let me get you, there you go, you got some steaming hot water there. So that's that. That is the Keurig K Mini. As I was saying though, we did just get a Keurig K Cafe special edition. We'll be doing an unboxing. It actually just arrived yesterday, and I was gonna open it last night for some tea, but I saved it just for you guys. I'm going to actually do an unboxing video for that one, and then a couple months from now I'll have a review video for you on that as well. So we are going to keep this as another unit for the other part of our house, but we'll be using the K Cafe special edition for the most part. So Keurig, we love it. Definitely still, even though it has a couple of quirks, for the price and for the durability, the usability, I've really enjoyed it. Very rarely do you have the issue. Plus, like I said, there's a known fix for that now. I mean, not an official fix, but if you just sit there and open and close it and stuff, it works out nice. So that is, again, the Keurig K Mini. Don't forget to hit the link in the description below. Get yourself a Keurig K Mini for your office, for your house, or whatever the case may be. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the all section there, so that way you can see all of our videos coming up in the future. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.